Tonight, on Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide, South Carolina native Hank Bilal comes to our platform. Born in a family of musical talent, Bilal was destined to be influenced and inspired to follow suit. The multi-instrumentalist wows fans across the globe with his God-given gifts of music and stellar performances. Bilal's gift has truly made room for him, taking him before the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, at the 2008 Grammy Awards, leading with a solo performance of Pure Fire. The creative has also been featured alongside of other iconic greats, such as Chaka Khan, the Clark Sisters, and recently teaming with 8-time Grammy-nominated saxophonist Gerald Albright on his new single. Join our conversation as we catch up with Hank Bilal to premiere his latest release, Keep Holding On. Well, hey everybody, welcome to the show. I'm Sabrina Taylor. It's another Monday. I'm so happy that you guys are coming in. Listen, do me a favor, please share, invite, tag, let everybody know. Unsigned Artist Reveal is on the air tonight. And I've got a very special guest. Every Monday is a great Monday. It's a Music Monday. And of course, we have a special guest waiting in the wings. This guest is so phenomenal. I have been waiting for him to come and share his journey with us. And so we are about to meet none other than a trombonist, Hank Bilal. So glad to have you on.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. So how's it going? How's it going? You're in South Carolina, right?
Yes, South Carolina.
Yeah, yeah. So what's happening in South Carolina? Talk to us. Talk to us.
Well, actually, you'll be surprised. A good bit is happening here. Even in the smooth jazz arena.
Yeah.
You got places like Shay's Lounge, in
Mm,
the Columbia, South Carolina area. You have
yeah.
Blues Boulevard in the upstate part. So we have jazz going on down here, pop, R&B. In just about all the genres are successful here. Of course, gospel.
Yeah.
So pretty much everybody's eating. All the musicians, singers, everybody's eating pretty good. Some people are doing shows on a Monday night in venues in Columbia. So
Wow.
so
Really?
it's great things going on. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So I hear that, well, I understand you come from though a long line of musicians and singers. Talk to us about that tonight if you don't mind. Tell us.
I do. Well, actually, on both sides. More so on my mom's side. My mom, she had, I think, like seven. It was seven brothers and sisters, 7 or 8 brothers and sisters, and
Yeah.
of course, mostly males, and of course, all of them played instruments between trumpet, trombone, baritone, sousaphone. 3 of them played the piano, and actually, I had an uncle who played trombone for Bobby Womack.
What?
Yeah,
You're
back in the
kidding.
day. Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't know this until actually I didn't know that till I was older. I was maybe like 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
My mom told me, about my uncle playing trombone for Bobby Womack. She said he used to get picked up from the house in a limousine sometimes.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God. But that had to be years ago though, right?
Yeah. Many years ago, when around she was a little girl. Oh, she's in her teenage years. Seeing my uncle, get picked up in a limousine and stuff. And it's just well as my mom's side of the family, my dad's side. Well, my dad. Well, I had aunts on his side to do some singing and stuff. But
Yeah.
my dad played drums for many years. Drums and percussion, different percussion instruments
Really?
for decades.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
yeah. He grew up in New York, in the state of New York, Long Island, and he was doing gigs. Just like I'm doing gigs right now. He was doing gigs. When he
Yeah,
was around my age, and hustling and playing the different genres of music and stuff.
absolutely, absolutely. So did he ever get to play for anybody notable?
Yeah, he played for Tina Turner.
No, he did
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
What?
yeah. He played drums for Tina Turner.
Mm, now that's amazing. That's amazing. It is. I think um it's fulfilling as an artist when you and I think there's a little bit of like, wow, I'm so proud of whoever, aunt, uncle,
Hmm.
um, when you can look down your family lineage and then you can see artists who come up doing the same thing that you love to do,
Hmm.
and then they have actually um, played for or behind or alongside of some phenomenal artists. That's just that's got to just feel some kind of way
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, yeah. Well, so it seems like you've just kind of walked in their shoes as well. You've done the
Yeah,
same
of
thing.
course.
You've done the same. What
Yeah.
about brothers and sisters?
Well, actually, I have a younger brother, have a younger sister,
Yeah.
and some older siblings too. But the ones I grew up with was my younger brother and my younger sister.
Mhm.
At some point, my sister played. She played all the brass instruments like trombone, trumpet, sousaphone, baritone. But
Mhm.
she didn't stay with it. But she played it for some years and played in the marching bands and the concert bands and stuff. But I have a younger brother. He definitely pursued it pretty heavily. He still does it now. He's been playing. He's been playing for a while. I taught him how to play when he was about 7, 8 years old,
Wow.
and actually just recently, I can't say just recently, but other times too. Well, anyway, he was on a video of Benedict College trombones. He was playing a solo. Went viral on several different platforms of a million plus views.
Mhm.
Whether YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and he played the solo, and everybody was wanting to know who was the kid playing the solo in the Benedict College marching
Oh.
band, and that was my brother. For anybody didn't know, y'all out there that's watching, and
Mhm.
if you saw my name in the comments, everybody was tagging me, thinking I was him,
Oh.
and people was adding me, people was adding me on Facebook, thinking I was him, but.
Hey.
But I was in the same shoes. I went to Benedict College myself, and I was on the videos playing the song some years ago that he was playing. But he was in a video that went viral and stuff. And yeah, everybody's talking about it on social media. One of your friends might have shared it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a few of your friends probably shared it actually.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, it definitely and some notable people watched the video and commented, like people like Eric Moore, the drummer,
Mhm.
and different people, different social media influencers
Mhm.
and celebrities, was liking the video and stuff too. So yeah, younger
Wow.
brother, he's definitely pursuing. He gigs I can't do, he does.
Oh,
You know,
got it.
yeah. So he's gigging. He's gigging and stuff, and he's learning all the music that he has to learn and stuff. And
Mhm.
um, he's taking up music in school and learning the ins and outs and the do's and don'ts and the business and the theory and all that good stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. But I want to talk to you though about um, as I hear growing up in church. I think most of us can relate to. I know I did, and in growing up in church, was that like the place where you began to desire to play other instruments? What were you so my question then is, while in church,
Hmm.
which instrument did you start playing and then what did you evolve into?
Well, the first thing I did in church was sing on the choir.
Vocalist.
As a kid, yes, as a kid, 5 years old, I sung on the choir and stuff. And my dad was, he played drums for the church, and his friend played, which was a great piano player and minister of music. his friend played the piano, and and my dad used to try to get me to sing, and all the time and stuff, and try to put me on the spot and sing for folks and or whatnot. But I always kind of did it. Eventually I end up playing the trombone, and then work my way to the piano when the choir piano player couldn't show up. They put me on because yeah, 'cause I knew about chords. Being a horn player, you know about chords, and
Yeah.
then I had no piano lessons before, so I taught myself. I taught myself every time I got around the piano. I played on it. Whether it was in the band room or whether it was at a friend of mine's house who I went to. You know how every every black household has that piano that
Every
yeah,
household,
and then
black
it's just used for
household.
decorations. Nobody really play it. Sometimes some of the keys might not even work, but
Oh, that was my grandmother's piano. Some of the
yeah, see,
keys didn't work. They were sticking, right?
yep.
And they
Yep,
didn't.
yep. So but just going to just a piano. Every time I saw one, I eventually got better and better. And
Wow.
and then now I'm a minister of music in the church, playing the piano.
Yeah.
And then directing at the same time. I may sing a song, I may sing a solo every once in a while or whatever.
Right. Right.
It's like I'm like the Richard Smallwood at my church, pretty much. So I'm teaching the parts for the choir. I'm directing while I'm playing the piano at the same time. So
Right.
it's
Right.
one of my things I do every week. So
So I have a
yeah.
question though. I have a question. So it sounds like you started playing trombone
I
before the keys. Is that correct?
Yeah, before the keys, I was
What led
5
you?
years old.
Yeah, what led you to play the
Well,
keys?
let me. Well, actually, in the church we have bands, and
Ah,
brass. We had a brass ensemble,
mhm,
and I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of the brass ensemble. So I saw the kids, maybe just a few years older than me,
mhm.
learning how to play the horns. So I want to do it too. So I learned.
Yeah.
I was donated a trombone. So this guy he had all these different instruments, so he donated me a trombone. It was an old trombone and stuff, so I learned how to play it, and
Oh.
I eventually got better and better and better at it. So I guess you could say I was a child prodigy in a way.
Exactly. Exactly. So then we know that you were helping out in church, and
Yeah.
that's how you kind of ended up on keys. What other instruments do you
um
play?
well, pretty much all brass, anything that has that's made of brass, I can play.
Wow.
Trombone, a little
Trumpet?
bit of trumpet, some baritone, some
Mm,
sousaphone.
look
And
at
I
you.
actually every now and then somebody may hire me to do a brass arrangement to
Oh,
play anywhere from 3 to 4 different brass instruments.
right.
So yeah, so I play all the brass, a little bit of the Hammond organ. Whenever
Huh?
I play at a church that has a Hammond organ, I could play a little bit of that.
Right.
Grand piano, all that good stuff. So I've been playing keys for about 15 years, and I've been playing trombone for
Wow.
over 2 decades.
So you truly are a multi-instrumentalist.
Oh yeah, multi instrument. Like
Look at you.
seriously, like one night on Saturday I'm playing a trombone, and Sunday I'm playing the piano.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
But that's amazing, that you can interchange yourself like that.
thank you,
Yeah, that's truly giftedness at its best, I think.
thank you.
So, but as a singer, and I didn't know you sang
Yeah,
until I started digging, right? I just,
yeah.
when I'm researching someone, that's when I find out all the different facets. And I saw you step to the mic. I said, "Is he gonna speak or is he gonna sing?" And you started singing. I said, "Hey, he's got a nice voice as
Thank you,
well." You
thank you.
really do. You really do. So, as a singer, do you have a favorite song that you like to cover
Hmm.
or sing, or a hymn that you love to sing?
It's a new one every week.
Is it really?
Let me see. It's a few different. I could give you one per genre, maybe.
Gotcha.
As far as hymns,
Yeah.
probably Blessed Assurance,
Okay.
or Leaning on the Everlasting Arms.
Wow.
Uh, as far as contemporary, or as far as traditional contemporary gospel, whatever you want to call it, gospel, like when I say gospel, like Donnie McClurkin,
Of course.
guys like those. Probably, I don't know, maybe anything by Richard Smallwood or Donnie McClurkin,
Really?
or Kurt Franklin, rather. I like Don't Cry. Don't Cry is my one of my favorite gospel songs, which I found out later on that it was Richard Smallwood's song. It just was on Kurt Franklin's album.
On the CD. So he
Yeah,
covered
yeah,
it.
yeah. So
Wow.
two of my favorites, collabing and stuff. So
I
you know, um,
see.
I like, as far as secular. I like to cover different songs from the '80s, the
Okay.
'90s.
So you like real R&B. It's
I
like
like
that's
real
what.
R&B, which
Yeah.
which
Mm-hmm.
is interesting. We were talking about that because my next album is gonna be covers, mostly covers, and
That's gonna be
with
good.
yeah, covers with 3 originals, because radio, they gonna want artists to have original music.
Of
So
course they do. Yeah.
but some of the covers are so unique, and I have different artists like Michael Linkton.
Yep.
He's playing on the cover with me, of Groove Me by Guy.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's a
and
good one.
and Jasmine Gent, she's supposed to be doing A Night to Remember with me. Who else is Frank
Well, I want
McComb?
to save that. I want to
Okay,
save
okay, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
next
Okay,
show. I want
we'll
to
talk
save
about
that
that.
because I do have some other questions, and
Hmm.
I need to take a quick break. So I want you to hang on to some of the things you're going to be doing on the new project because I've got some other things I want to throw at you. But hey,
Hmm.
everybody, I'm glad you're coming in. I see that your comments are in and we're posting them as you do come in. Our special guest is trombonist Hank Bilal. And actually, we should call him multi instrumentalist because he is exactly that. And not only does he play, he also sings. And that's absolutely phenomenal. Um, and I'm excited to learn even more about him. Listen, you guys, please make sure that you share, you tag, you invite everybody and let them know that we're on tonight. But of course, we've got to pay some bills. So we're going to come right back with our special guest on tonight, trombonist Hank Bilal. We'll be right back, you guys. Don't you dare go away. Hey everyone, Sabrina Taylor here. Join me on Unsigned Artistryville Worldwide every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Central, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Learn about the artistry of our guests through up-close and personal conversation and music premiere. Don't miss a segment. Come on, join the community. The Platinum Agencies is taking the indie brand to the next level with customized strategies that include interviews on Unsigned Artistryville Worldwide and campaigns on social media. Listen to what these artists have to say about us. Independent artist Ashley Scott says, Unsigned Artistryville Worldwide is the premier platform for promotion of artists and musicians that borderline the genres of soul and jazz. Being a guest 3 times on the platform, I'm truly thankful for the opportunity and support given by Sabrina Taylor. She has helped create brand awareness, bringing new fans to my music. Every time I release a new song, I look forward to coming back to Unsigned Artistryville Worldwide. Grammy Award, Dove Award, RIAA Certified Singer-Songwriter Cherie Patrice shares. Unsigned Artistryville Worldwide is a great platform and source for indie artists to promote, expound, and extend their brand. I can always count on Unsigned Artistryville Worldwide to capture the essence
the heart and the soul of an indie artist within its presentation. I always feel welcomed, celebrated, and in good hands with its CEO and founder, Sabrina Taylor, who puts her grand touch of elegance and excellence on every artist she comes in contact with. I highly endorse the Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide Experience. The Platinum Agency's better known as TPA, brand ambassador for the independent artists on social media. Connect with the Platinum Agencies at tpatheplatinum.agencies.com. Check out the new merchandise from Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide. Our brand new Black is the New White mug is available now at Etsy.com. While you're there, peek in on our tees. Don't forget, go over to Etsy.com/shop/The Music Note Boutique.
Hey, everybody. I am Sabrina Taylor, creator and host of Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide. Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully, you had a wonderful weekend. And I wasn't able to get one of the commercials uploaded. I was going to share with you via commercial. Next Monday, I will be enjoying the 4th of July, and it happens to fall on a Monday. So then that means that I won't be doing Unsigned Artist Reveal. Gotta take a break sometimes. So definitely we'll get the post on my page in the community so you guys can be reminded that next Monday I'm on holiday. But until then, we've got our special guest on, Hank Bilal. He's here tonight, and we're so happy to have you on, Hank. Can you hear me clearly? Okay.
Thank you. I can hear you clearly.
Good, great, great. So glad to to have you finally come on the show. Learning so much about you, love your music. Um, and I wanted to ask you this question. When did you actually take your music? And I'm not saying that you didn't ever take music seriously, but when did you decide, okay, I want to do this professionally? Do you remember that? Do you remember
Well, when I realized I wasn't good at nothing else.
that? Would you stop?
No,
Oh,
I realized. Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of the truth when I, it's kind of the truth when I think about it. It was the one thing I was really good at, and I never got a chance to, do certain things. Growing up, I ain't got a chance to be on a, football team or anything. But if anything, I played football in the neighborhood, and in different things in the neighborhood with the kids and stuff. But I wanted that one. I wanted to do that one thing, and wanted to be truly good at something. I wanted to have a craft, as I was getting older, I realized that. So, I took music seriously, and I practiced. I practiced a lot. Um, People from blocks away, used to hear me practicing my horn. Around, I guess, around maybe 15, 16. I realized, and I wanted to learn more instruments.
yeah.
I wanted to be I wanted to be influential in music, and I want to make people move, and make
Ah,
people feel something, when I play and stuff. So, I realized, hey, music is the thing I want to do.
yeah, exactly. And but so if there's somebody watching or who will watch on the replay, is there a way that you prepared? And I know that you have a degree in, is it music performance?
Yeah,
Is that,
music performance.
yeah. So outside of, the educational part, how do you prepare? Because preparation should always at one point in time meet destiny. Because if that opportunity, meaning if that opportunity comes
Yeah.
and you're not ready, there may be that chance that you won't get that opportunity again. But somehow, some way, you were prepared, because we're definitely going to get into one of those ways, one of those big opportunities that opened up to you, but how would you say that you prepped for what was to come?
Well, I make sure I practice. I put in the work.
Got to put in work.
I surrounded myself with music. I
Yeah,
surrounded myself with musical influences.
right.
And I just, I really, I took it seriously, took it more and more seriously, because I realized, hey, this is what I want to do,
Yeah.
so why not?
Wow. Yeah. Exactly. No, exactly. I totally understand. So I want you, if you could, can you remember that first big opportunity that you had that you would consider, for me, this was my big one. So can you tell us where you were and how that happened when you got that first big professional break?
Well, my first, I, well, as
Yes.
far as big shows, the first big show I did was the New Orleans Jazz Fest with an
Oh,
ensemble in
yeah.
2007. I was 16 at the time.
Whoa.
Yeah, so we went out there and we played on I think it was Saturday and Sunday. We played
Hmm.
on Saturday and Sunday, and from that point, um, well, the producer of the Grammys was at the New Orleans Jazz Fest.
Got
So
it.
he sent us the invite to the 2008 Grammy Awards, and
Oh,
then the Grammy
really?
Awards ended up being the biggest thing I ever did.
Of course it was.
Yeah,
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 but I just
yeah,
wanted to know what the first, that one first
yeah,
big one, yeah, was. And that was at Jazz Fest.
yeah. New Orleans Jazz Fest 2007.
Wow. So who were you alongside of? Can you remember some of the artists?
Well, some of the artists that was also there was Dottie Peoples. I remember seeing John Legend. Um,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Okay.
so it was a few heavy hitters. I think one of the world's biggest festivals. You had your New Orleans brass bands and stuff, and some
Yeah.
local talent, from New Orleans and Baton Rouge, and along with people from all over the world performing.
Right. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. So tell that story now about like the biggest event of your lives to date, because there are bigger ones to come.
Yeah.
Share that story.
The biggest thing to happen was me going to the 2008 Grammy Awards, and like I said, I received the invitation. I was the group I was with received the invitation uh, after being after we were seen at the New Orleans Jazz Fest, and I was 17. I was seven. Well, I was 16 when I got the invitation, and I was also 16 when I uh, helped arrange the music
Oh,
for that particular Grammy show.
got it.
And I taught the guys the horn parts and stuff, and
Hmm.
I had a lead part in the song.
You sure did.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I had a lead part in the song, and everything else is fell into place. And we rehearsed at least twice before the event, but
Yeah.
different people rehearsed with us actually. That wasn't performing, like
Got
Faith Hill.
what?
Faith Hill, yeah, she performed. She practiced with us because Aretha Franklin didn't do the practice, but she was the queen of soul. So I guess
She
we
didn't
have
have
nothing
to.
we have nothing to prove. But
But she was the queen.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So I remember her practicing the part. Originally, Mary J. Blige was supposed to. It was supposed to be Aretha Franklin and a Mary J. Blige because that particular part was um uh, uh that song that they did called "Never Gonna Break My Face," Faith, which features the I think the Harlem Boys Choir on the record, and I
Right.
think it's from a movie. I think it's a soundtrack, but they got a Grammy for that song actually.
Oh, did they?
And so yeah, so we was to learn that song along with "Let Us All Go Back to the Old Landmark."
Oh,
So those were the two songs we end up learning
right.
for it. So it
Right.
was it was a cool thing to do when you were in high school. You were a teenager. and and I'm from the country. Like I ain't from no city. Like shoot, when we had got a Walmart where I was from, we didn't know how to act. you know,
That means you had a tiny town.
yeah, it was a little town. Columbia was our major city. Believe it
Oh
or
my
not.
God. That's something.
Yeah,
Well, I want to show them the clip. And you guys, please pray with me that we don't get censored by Facebook in playing this clip. But this is what he was alluding to. It's called Never Going to
break
Break
my
My
faith.
Faith.
Yeah,
Break My Faith. And actually, it was Aretha and BB Winans
yeah.
kind of singing the lead, and then it'll pan over to two trombonists. It was you. Now, who was the other trombonist on the stage?
His name is Elder Edward Babb. He was an elder in the church.
Yeah.
He passed away about 2 years ago, and
Oh, no.
actually he was one of the influences I had as a musician, because he
Right.
played the trombone and he played the piano as well.
God.
And I definitely was a great musician, and minister of music and all that good stuff. And he ate with our family, during
Oh,
Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff. But
oh,
he's definitely one of my influences as
right.
far as music, growing up.
Right. Well, we're going to take it's just a quick snippet, you guys. So take a look at the performance of Hank Bilal at the 2008 Grammy Awards with leading the queen herself, Aretha Franklin. We'll be back in just a second. Enjoy it.
Madison Bumblebee.
If you want to spotlight your talent, boost your brand, email us your best MP3 at unsignedartistreveal@gmail.com to be considered as a featured artist on our platform. Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on Unsigned Artist Reveal. Come on, join the community. The Platinum Agencies is taking the indie brand to the next level with customized strategies that includes interviews on Unsigned Artist Reveal worldwide and promotional campaigns on social media. Listen to what these artists have to say about us. Daryl Anders of Agape Soul says Sabrina Taylor has created a brilliant platform to showcase unsigned and independent artists. She's been a great resource for increasing awareness and helping me to build my brand. International guitarist Gary Purcell says Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide offers a platform for unsigned artists to showcase and put themselves in a position where people can have an opportunity to learn about the artist in an up-close and personal setting. Sabrina Taylor does a great job making you feel comfortable and can really present the artist well to the audience. And it does not hurt that she has a smooth voice. The Platinum Agencies, better known as TPA, brand ambassador for indie artists on social media. Connect with the Platinum Agency at gmail.com. Check out the new merchandise from Unsigned Artist Reveal Worldwide. Our brand new Black is the New White mug is available now at Etsy.com. While you're there, peek in on our tees. Don't forget, go over to Etsy.com/shop/The Music Note Boutique.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. I, of course, am Sabrina Taylor, creator, host, influencer, social media engagement person, specialist, all the I wear many hats on this platform, and I love what I do. And I am so happy that you guys are on and you are watching with our special guest tonight. Hank Bilal is here, trombonist Hank Bilal. And actually, like I said, I think we should say multi instrumentalist because not only does he play trombone, but he plays keys, uh, other brass instruments, and he's a singer and he's a producer. And that's what I want to kind of get into, that you're not only just a performer. I mean, you do all of these. You write, you produce, you perform. What out of all of those do you find yourself loving the most in that list of things?
Well, that's a good question. So, maybe, probably like playing different instruments.
Playing.
And I still want to learn different instruments, some more
Do
different instruments.
you?
Yeah,
Wow.
actually, I brought a few different instruments over the years that I keep saying myself I'm gonna learn. I brought a flute during the pandemic.
Did
You know,
you? How's that
I,
go?
I didn't get to it yet.
Oh gosh. And I love the flute because in high school I played sax, right? And that
Hmm.
thing was so clunky and heavy. I mean, in high school I was a little person. I was a size 8. I'm not telling what size I am today. It's nobody's business. But while on the field, that thing was so heavy and awkward. I decided I didn't want to play sax anymore. I wanted to twirl. So I was a majorette for the last 2 years in high school. But but before I dumped the sax, I also borrowed one of my friends' flutes, and I just loved because it was so dainty, right?
Yeah.
And I thought maybe I should have, maybe if I had chosen that, I probably would have stuck with it. But really, do you remember that? Because I'm thinking this happened when you're in band, you don't really get to pick the instrument you want. They tell you what you're gonna play. Is that basic? I think that's how it happened with us in high school. Is that
Sometimes it's like that because
yeah.
if it was up to the kids, everybody would play drums.
You think so? All drummers, no brass, no strings, just
Yep, it'll be one
percussion.
big percussion line.
Oh gosh, I hear you. I hear you. So your music. Let's talk a little bit about the music of Hank Bilal. How many projects to date can you recall that you've released?
Well, I released 3 albums and 2 singles.
Wow,
Well, 3 singles. Yeah, three
three
singles.
singles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who just a handful. I won't have you to go over every one of them, but who are some of the significant collaborators on some of those projects that you really can remember or maybe brought some thoughtful memory to mind?
Well, definitely Marcus Anderson,
Yep.
who was on my Black Aquarius album. Terrence Young, Gerald Albright, Althea Renee,
Good.
Lynn Roundtree.
Yeah.
Um,
Heavy hitters. These are
yeah,
heavy
yeah,
hitters.
yeah, heavy hitters. And this
Yeah.
new album, I got even more people that's going to be on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm working on my 4th project right now, so
Right.
I'm gonna have people like Michael Linkton, Althea Renee. She's gonna be on this album as well. She was on
Wow.
my Christmas album, A Bonafide Christmas, and she's gonna be on my new album that's coming out. Who else? Judah Seeley, he's gonna be on it.
Judah,
Yeah,
he's
Judah Seeley.
amazing.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
yeah,
amazing
great.
sax
Yeah,
player.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great person to work with. Jeff Ryan.
Yep.
Um, yeah. Sheldon Ferguson. He's an artist that's gonna be on it. I got a violinist from New Jersey named Leticia. She's gonna be on it, and I, I I did some background vocals on probably at least half or over the track or over half of the tracks,
Right.
along with a female vocalist. So most of the tracks have female vocal. You have female and or male vocal accompaniments along
Got
with the instruments. So you'll hear some some bass, some good bass playing, good piano playing. You hear
right.
some good singing. So on this
Um,
new album. So it's gonna be
yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna be an amazing project. Amazing. So when are you slated to release this project?
Well, by the end of July,
Oh, that's not too far away.
not too far away.
Not too far away at all.
If anything, it'll be the very beginning of August.
Got it.
And if
Got it.
things work out the way I want to work out, I'm playing this for the Sweet Jazz Lounge series in the beginning of August. That'll probably end up being my album release show for my new album Beneath the Covers that's coming out.
Is that the
Uh,
name of the
yeah,
CD?
Beneath the
Beneath the
Covers. Yeah.
covers. So how'd you come up with that inspiration for the
Well,
name?
covers.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
yeah.
Cover
So,
story.
and a friend of mine already came up with an album called Under the Covers. So,
Got it. Yeah.
so I came up with Beneath the Covers. So, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. I want you to talk about because we're getting ready to do the music premiere. So the name of the song is "Keep Holding On."
Hmm.
I love the title. I love the song. It's so inspirational. Tell us why you wrote that song. So are you the sole writer of that?
Me along with Lonnie Clark, he who's initially who was his idea of of everything. I just added on to what he did, or I may have taken away from what he did, or replaced some things here and there. So it's a
Mhm.
collab between me and him. Uh,
Right,
he always um, he always worked on my projects and did my keyboard work and did my different things I needed done over the years. And he
right.
kind of helped me when I was first starting off recording.
Got
So
it.
between me and him, and I added different instrumentalists over time. And, all these different things came together, and I had a female vocalist named Regina Skeeters, who's in the gospel arena, and
Hmm.
she's well known. She's been on Bobby Jones gospel
Oh
and a
wow.
few
Okay.
other things in the
Right.
past,
Right.
and she's definitely one of my favorite singers. So I call all these people up, and you know, you know, I had Music Soul Child's drummer play the drums on it, along with Sheldon Ferguson playing the lead guitar. Sheldon did a lot of things in music over the years. Like he played for a lot of R&B artists and rappers in the
Right.
industry, like
Hmm.
people like Moneybag Yo and Jacquees, who's an R&B singer, and some other people he worked
Right.
for. He performed for and did studio work for.
Got it.
So the song came to life, with the help of all these great musicians. So I guess kind of everybody get some kind of producing credit for it, kind of in a way,
Mhm.
because without their ideas and their without their talented you know
Their input.
talented hands and stuff,
Yes.
I wouldn't have it wouldn't have turned out the way it turned out.
So, but what's the narrative behind keep holding on?
Well,
What?
the narrative is to literally keep holding on. Well, just despite everything, you can't give up.
You cannot.
You can't give up. Times times are hard. Life gets harder.
It does.
Your life gets harder, but you got to keep holding on because it's always a greater reward. So it may not
Absolutely.
seem like things, you know, are things are in your favor all the time. But you got to keep holding on, and
Right.
you never give up, and keep faith, and whatever you have faith in.
Right.
People have different religious preferences, but we all, by the end of the day, believe in something that's higher than us.
Right.
Because if it was
Yeah.
left up to us, we'll bend and gave up.
True.
So
Some of
you
us
know,
have already given up. Because
absolutely, yeah,
suicide is at its highest in America these days, in the world actually. And it's just unfortunate that people don't believe that they're called and that they were born for a purpose. We
yeah,
all have a purpose,
I agree.
and we cannot allow the storms of life, the rigors of life, to cause us to say, you know what, I have no out. And so, music like Keep Holding On is so inspirational. And I figured that that's what it was all about.
Yeah,
But I just wanted to get the narrative from the writer and producer of the song. Well, everybody, I want you um, to enjoy this. We did a visualizer for this one as well. I think you'll really like the song. I love it. I'm inspired by it. So give us about 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and we'll come back and we'll wrap things up and definitely get you connected with Hank. And until then, you guys please enjoy. Keep holding on, featuring 8-time Grammy nominated Gerald Albright. He's on this track, and it's so amazing. You guys take a listen. Absolutely amazing song.
Thank you.
Oh, you are so welcome. How is it doing at radio?
It's doing good. It's doing pretty good right now. A few radio stations have added it, which are some BDS radio stations. By the way,
Yeah,
they have added, and more people are adding it or whatever. And it's doing good. It's doing good. It's doing even better as every week. Every week is better and better and better and
growing.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, getting gooder and gooder, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Wow. So when did you release it? When was it released?
I released this. And this was sometime in May. I released this in May. And I think it was the
Oh,
second week in May I released it.
wow. Okay. So are you on tour now? I think it I did in my intro. There was a tour schedule that was like jam packed. Are you on the road or going on the road uh, once the album drops to promote the CD?
Well, yeah, I'll probably be so much on the road. I'll probably, barely be home.
Mhm. Right.
Yeah, I I might have to find meal replacement at church, a few of them Sundays. But yeah, I'm probably gonna be be very busy after I drop this album, and
Yeah.
it's my best work. So I feel like
Aw,
this the album that people are gonna be like, man, hey, I need you to come play at my event, this, that, and the third. So I feel like people are
right.
really gonna appreciate. People are gonna have more of appreciation for my
Right.
music once this album is out because
Yeah.
I'll be appealing not to the jazz lovers, not to
Right.
the music lovers, but to the everyday listeners.
Every
People who
day.
like R&B, the people who like pop. Because I did a few pop covers on there. There's some R&B covers. I even have a big band song that I
Ooh,
transform. I'm doing a Frank Sinatra song. That I'm doing a neo soul version of that Frank McCone is singing
got it.
or whatnot. So the way you look tonight, I'm doing a version of
I
that.
love that
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
I love that
So
song.
um,
So
so
beautiful.
so I kind of touched most genres of music. Of
Yeah.
course, "Don't Stop Believing" featuring Jakim Joyner,
Of course.
which I released on my birthday this year,
Mm,
um, January 31st. By the way, me and Jakim both are Aquariuses. His birthday is just like 12 days after
after
mine.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Well, what do you want people to walk away with after hearing your music, Hank?
I wanted to walk away with I want them to be mentally and spiritually uplifted.
Yes.
I want them to feel something in their big toe. You know,
Oh, I think it's going to be deeper than that. But I get
yeah,
what
yeah.
you're saying. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we want you guys to connect with Hank, and he's all things Hank Bilal music,
Hmm.
whether it's his website, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I love that because I'm trying to twist the arms of some artists these days
Hmm.
to make sure that no matter where they go to find an artist, make it easy.
Yeah, make it
All
easy.
roads lead to
Yeah,
one word,
yeah,
and that
absolutely.
is the beauty of branding. And when I tell you, I tip my hat off to you for that because that is so very, very important um, these days. And it helps people just kind of keep you, and it's like, oh, I don't need to go and search. I know exactly how to find it. So
Yeah, absolutely.
that is absolutely cool. Well, listen, we are so honored to have had you on the show tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule because, I mean, with all that you've done and all that you're about to do, that's time that you're taking out from your schedule. And we just so appreciate you here. Our Unsigned Artist Reveal family just loves on everybody that comes on. And I'm so happy that they did come in tonight. There's a lot happening on Facebook these days. And Betty says, congratulations, Hank.
Thank you,
And
Betty.
yes.
That's my
And
church member, by the way.
uh,
For 9 o'clock service, I do a 9 o'clock service every third Sunday at a more so contemporary church. Well, a Baptist background, but it has a contemporary church, and that's how I know. And actually, Betty grew up in the same. Betty's from my hometown as well,
Oh,
So she knew who my people was. But you can go ahead.
yeah, no, that's fine. And we are so happy, Betty, that you stopped in to listen to the show. And you've got fans. Shelly said she was drinking her Moscato and she makes personalized wine covers.
I'm drinking mine too.
See, look at that. So she makes covers like if you walk away to go to the restroom,
Hmm.
there's a beautiful cover. She sent me a couple. I have to put my hands on them so that I can show them to people here and there. But beautiful, beautiful covers. Um, and then Sheila said she could put it on repeat and just repeat and play it for hours.
Thank you,
Sheila and
Sheila.
Shelly, they're both twin sisters. So,
Cool.
so yeah, absolutely.
My
So let's,
government name is Shelly, actually.
is it really?
Yeah, but it's with an EY.
Oh, got it. Got it. Got it. Well, listen, thank you again, Hank, for coming by. Everybody, thank you for coming. And listen, remember what you make happen for others. God will make happen for you. Remember, next week, there's no unsigned artist reveal because I'm going to take a much needed break. I'm going to celebrate the 4th of July with family because it falls on a Monday. And so that's a very, family is important, you guys. Love on each other, take care of each other, check on each other. Please do because it's the strong ones that really, really need you, right? Right, Hank? Isn't
That's
it the
right.
strong ones that that's the strong ones you need to check on. So, but you guys, look, take care, Hank. Hang on. Just I am going to play an outro because I want to talk to you after it's all over. Hang on. But everybody, yes, family is very important. Shelly, I totally agree. But you guys, I love you so much, and we'll see you again on July. I think it's July 11th. Until then, you guys, please take care, and I'll see you soon.